tonight as really like one of those defining moments that you can journalize in your notebooks, because it's moments like this where you have to really kind of see who we're working with and what we're looking to do and things of that nature. So this part of the talk is going to be about two things. One, I'm going to kind of recap the things that have happened from a company standpoint, so everybody leaving here have a clear understanding of why the company did certain things, how is it beneficial to us as agents, and then I want to really spend the last part of the talk talking about creating the environment necessary to create success. Okay, and many of you I've met to some degree, but for those who I haven't met, this is 13 years of working in the network marketing industry, and because I'm an engineer by trade, basically a scientist, I kind of pride myself on being a student of the industry and really studying the things that are necessary to create the successful conditions. And that's what was really attractive to me to the industry just in general, is that you can really create a winning environment where you can take a person who's an engineer, who's an introvert, and then help them mold and to develop to be a people person and make $400,000 in business, which is what I did in my last company, right? That's amazing, right? That's amazing. I mean, how many people know introverts, right? That was me. That was my story. And so that type of stuff excited me because it's all about creating the environment and conditions that breed success. And I think I've done a great job of mastering that. Okay, so that's going to be the last part of the talk. So the first part of the talk is, let's just kind of go through some company stuff, because there are a lot of things that have happened in the last 30 days that has confused the heck out of people, right? And so let's talk about a couple of things. One, everybody knows at this point that our previous VP of marketing is no longer with the company. Okay, that's obvious. And there's several different reasons between agreements and disagreements, but here's how I always look at things. Everybody's grown, right? So they can make decisions upon what they want to do. I believe in abundance, so I would never wish harm on anybody. And so if a person decides to go do something else, then that's their choice, right? And I want them to win regardless of what happens to them, because that's another success story for us, period, right? Everybody with me on that? Yeah. And so you will never hear Mike Jamison say anything bad about anybody, because it's just not how I function. You know what I mean? It's just not how I am. And so, however, I do have a responsibility for the people that are still here to make sure that they understand why we're still here as a leadership team. You follow? Yeah. Okay. And so with that being said, the first thing I want to address is that people were looking at the fact that Paycation was sold as a negative thing. Okay, so let me paint the picture for you on how this really played out. So David Manning, founder and CEO of Paycation Travel, company grew from 9,700 people when we joined in August of last year to 35,000. At the time, it was basically two corporate representatives, David Manning and Mark Campese. Now, everybody here has worked in the corporate to some degree, and you know it takes more than a CEO and a president to run an enterprise. You got a COO, a CFO. So basically, David was wearing all of these multiple hats, but he was really only one person. Okay? And so a lot of things were falling through the cracks because he was just overworked and overwhelmed. So when you triple your company size in 12 months, that's a positive thing and it's a negative thing at the same time. Well, what's the negative thing? The negative thing is we can't get nobody on the phone in customer service, right? Let's just be honest. That's like real, right? You can't. I mean, they on lunch till. I mean, it's just crazy, right? But that's at the same time, it's a growing pain, right? But it's not bad, right? But so the company had to play catch up. But the reality is, the guy was overworked, okay? And so he was looking for an opportunity to where he could leverage other people's expertise in a corporate level, but still do what he does, what he loves to do, which is help entrepreneurs build. And so when Jeremy Monk came to him with the platform of Montbriar, that part makes sense because he had other corporate representatives that he can offload some of the corporate responsibilities that he didn't have nobody to turn to when he was running the show by himself with him and Mark Campese. So that was the first thing. The second thing that came up was, right now, there's a crackdown in the industry. Everybody hearing the term merchant accounts. Well, merchant accounts, for those who don't know, merchant accounts are gateway services that process your MasterCard, Visa, Discover, and Express. That's what they do. And so basically they're backed by banks. So when someone runs a transaction, just not through Paycation, but it could be Amazon.com, you can use your credit card to process that, right? That transaction goes through a merchant account, which approves that that transaction is valid. So across the network marketing industry for the last year, every merchant has been cracking down on the percentage that they will accept as an acceptable chargeback rate. Here's what a chargeback rate is. A chargeback says that a merchant account processes a transaction and a consumer comes and says, they look at their credit card bill and say, I don't know what that is, and they call MasterCard and say, I don't know what it is, take it off. And what does MasterCard do? They take it off. No questions asked, they take it off. Well, somebody that money got to come from somebody. So what MasterCard or Visa or Discover do, they're going to go back to the bank and say, where did this come from? And they say, well, it came from Amazon or it came from Paycation. And so they go and trying to figure out how they get their money back because they gave it back to you, right? And so when they go to Amazon and say, hey, they said it was fraud, so they're trying to collect their money, okay? In our particular case, it was coming through Paycation, and the percentage went from, they would allow 3% of chargeback, and it went to 0.5%. So it went from 3% to 0.5% on what they would allow as an acceptable chargeback rate. And so what it did, it put a strain on the industry. And so it stressed David Manning out because we're an online business. And because we're online business, our thresholds for chargebacks is typically high. And it's not because it was just travel, it's just because we're online, right? So what it did, it made them stressed out because our thresholds are right at 3, and when it dropped to 0.5%, and what you don't want is to lose your merchant account. When you lose your merchant account, you can't pay commissions. They freeze your money. You don't get paid. And if you don't get paid in network marketing for 30 days, you're out of business. All your distributors are going to say, we're out of here. We're out of here. And so what Montbriar provided was what they call a load balancing merchant account system. So Montbriar has 12 different merchant accounts that they do business with. So you can send 30,000 transactions through Montbriar's back office, and they'll take those 30,000 transactions and divide them by 12. So therefore, your thresholds are marginal. So even if you did have a high chargeback rate, you won't see it because it's divided by 12 as opposed to divided by 1. Does that make sense? So therefore, it puts the company in a more stable position, right? Okay. So now the other part was, so now he's got corporate support. He's got the merchant account stability behind him. Now let's talk about how the actual transaction took place. So Paycation is cash rich. Cash rich. Millions of dollars of profits even after the corporate is paid and the field is paid. Montbriar is an investment company, and what are they looking for? Cash. Right. They're looking for cash. Anybody ever heard of Berkshire Hathaway? Oh, yeah. Who owns Berkshire Hathaway? Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett owns Berkshire Hathaway, which is an investment company, right? Berkshire Hathaway has hundreds of companies that they own, that Warren Buffett owns, okay? So when Warren Buffett finds a company that he wants to put under his umbrella, he'll go to that company and offer the CEO or the owner of that company a deal to consume them and make them part of their investment company. For an example, how many people heard of the government employee insurance company? Anybody heard of that? It's called Geico. Yeah. Government employee insurance company is called Geico. The government employee insurance company was an insurance company that was set up for government employees. Warren Buffett bought it, made it a part of Berkshire Hathaway, and changed it to Geico and remarketed with the lizard in the Geico lizard. Smart business, right? Okay. So here's what happened with Paycation. Paycation is cash rich. David is looking for solutions. Montbriar has the solutions. And so here's what Jeremy Mont said to David. He said, David, if you allow us to consume Paycation, because Montbriar owns 7 other companies before they came to Paycation. So he came to David and said, if you allow us to buy Paycation, because the company is cash rich, we'll make you the second largest majority holder of Montbriar outside of myself. So what he did was he sold Paycation to Montbriar, but he really sold it to himself because he's the second largest majority holder of the parent company. It's called like kind in financial world. That make sense? So he sold Paycation, but he bought 7 other companies at the same time. Y'all see that business? That's smart. That's smart. So the other 7 companies that Mark Bryan owned, David Manning now owns them as well. Y'all see that? That's smart. It's smart business. So they made it a win-win situation. I'll give you these solutions. You add your cash-rich company to our umbrella, and we'll work together collectively as a team. And you still can be the CEO of Paycation and run your operation like you normally been running. That's a smart business move. And that's what he did. Okay? And that's what he did. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the other thing that was added to it is that Mark Bryan has these 7 other companies that they own, and these 7 other companies have other services that are available. So what Dave was like, well, if you guys got these other services that are available, how can I help my Paycation independent agents get access to those services on a voluntary basis? So now, when you go get a job, how many people love having a 401k plan at their job? Right? What about a 529 college plan for your children? Right? Well, Mark Bryan has those services, but a part of one of the other companies. So what David said was, why don't we make those services available to the Paycation agents in their back office, call it a Paycation Plus store, so if Tanya wants to have a college fund for her child, she can log in her Paycation website and purchase that service as a benefit on a voluntary basis and pay for it. It's just an option. What if Andre wants a 401k plan? He can log in his Paycation back office and buy a 401k plan from himself. Y'all see that? It just makes sense. And so what he did was he said, okay, let's make all of these services available as an option. We'll put them in the back office, and when Mike logs in, if he wants to purchase it, he can. If he doesn't want to purchase it, guess what? He doesn't have to. We're still a travel company. Now we have these additional benefits called Paycation Plus. That make sense?
Yep.
Bottom line, okay? But if you listen to rumors, it's like they adding products, they adding stuff. That was a rumor, but that's not really how it works. Everybody with me? Okay. All right, so I'm going through the checklist. I know I'm going fast, but I want to make sure you guys understand, okay? All right, so we covered that. Huh? Okay. Okay. The next thing is, so we're a travel company. One of our benefits is that we get certified, right? We're just not distributors out here selling travel packages. We get certified in what we do, which makes us a professional. So here's what was happening across the landscape. So we got 35,000 people. How long does it take to take that certification test in the back office? About an hour and a half, worst case scenario, right? Yeah. So you take the certification, and now we're certified, okay? So we say, certified, right? So what they realized that out of 35,000 people, let's just say 30,000 of them really took the test, okay? But out of the 30,000 that really took the test, only 2,000 really booked travel with the people, with the vendors. Yeah. Meaning they're gonna set up cruises, they're gonna do destination weddings, they're gonna do, only 2,000 really did the real travel stuff that you need to be certified for. The other 28,000 are like me, who barely can spell travel. I'm just joking, right? But I'm a builder, right? So I build networks. So I don't really focus on the travel, I build networks. So no, I don't set up destination weddings unless it falls into my lap, like it did at the soccer field, right? But other than that, the other 28,000 people, they just want to get out here, use the service, and build teams and make money. But that 2,000 people really want to get out there and be travel agents. So what they said was, if we're going to really call ourselves certified, we got to build a better, robust system, because that hour training is not enough. It's not enough. Because what was happening is that people were saying they were certified, and they called the vendor, like Carnival Cruise Line, to set up a cruise. This is a real life example, by the way. They called to set up a cruise, and the cruise would send them a contract to sign. Well, if you paid attention to your certification, you're not supposed to sign any contract until you send it to Extreme. But we have certified travel agents signing contracts without having corporate review it. Well, when you sign that contract, that's a contract. And the Carnival Cruise Line don't really care if you feel it or don't feel it, because it's signed. So if you say you got 25 cabins that you're going to fill, guess what they want you to fill? 25 cabins. So if you only fill 10 and 15 go unavailable, and there's $1,000 a piece, somebody getting a bill for $15,000. Who is it? No, who's really getting the bills? Thank you. So they getting bills coming into the office, 15,000, 20,000, 30. What they got to do?
Pay it.
Why they got to pay it?
Because it's signed.
Because it's signed. If they give it to the distributor ain't got the money. And if they can't afford not to pay it because it's going to do what? It's going to mess up the reputation. So they're spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because people are not really certified. So they have to fix that. So what they did was they came up with an extreme university. So now the university is a real university. So it has modules, it has like Travel 101, Travel 102. Each module has several different, I mean, it's a real university. You're not going to do it in an hour. You may get it done in a month. Like it's a real university. Okay? And so they spent all of this year building it because they brought in the travel, they brought in Carnival, they brought in Mark's Travel, they brought in Royal and said, this is what we're building for our travel agents. How do you like it? And they said, we love it. So they spent this whole year building the travel university. So when you get certified, guess what? You certified. You know exactly what the heck you're doing. Okay? Yeah. Which is what we want, right?
Yes.
Because that keeps our reputation good with the people that we do business with. So the offset to that is that because they spent so much money building it, that it comes with a cost. The cost is $399. So basically let's call it $400. Okay? So here's what they say. This month, when they roll this new system out, you can sign up as a Paycation consultant. To get certified is $400. Okay? But what they're going to do is going to give you a $250 discount. So your real cost is how much? $150.
Yeah.
Everybody see that? So they're going to give you a $250 discount because you're Paycation. So your real cost to go through the certification is what? $150. Only if you want to do the travel. Remember those 2,000 people? That's only if you want to be one of those 2,000. But the other 28,000 like me, I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm just saying, you don't have to if you're not really interested in doing that part of the business. Everybody with me? Okay. So everybody that's already in Paycation, you're grandfathered in, and it costs you zero.
That was my question.
It costs you zero.
In my head.
It costs you zero. You're already in Paycation. They're saying you're grandfathered in. We're going to give you 90 days to take it for free. 90 days to take it for free. As a matter of fact, anybody that comes in prior to them rolling out the new system will be grandfathered in.
So
I believe
it's
it's still
still effective now?
effective now.
Okay.
Which is why you want to do what?
Enroll.
Get people in.
Right.
You want to get people in because they're grandfathered in. Even the old people that quit, you want to go back and get them. Get back in for $50. You grandfathered in. So when they roll the new system out, it's going to cost you nothing. So when the new system comes, it's going to cost you $150. Everybody with me?
In addition to the 149.
In addition to $149.
That was going to be my
In
question.
addition to the $149, after you're already in, it's going to cost you $150 to take the certification.
So $300.
So it'll be $300. Everybody with me?
So the flip side of that is if we get people in for the $99 as a referral travel agent, is that why they boost the 75% up for them?
So here's, let me address that. Thank you. All right, so everybody got your mind wrapped around the university and how it works and why it works that way. So what the company said was, they said, okay, here's another thing we got to do. Because everybody's not going to want to be certified travel agents, but if they do, that's how it's going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the price the same, but we got to change how we market it. So right now, if you want to be a certified travel consultant, a CTC, how much does it cost? $149. As a certified travel consultant, if you recruit Mike Jamison to come in a part of your team, and I pay $149, how much do you make? A $50 commission, right? $50 commission. So here's what the company says. We're going to lower the price from $149 to $99. So everybody that comes into Paycation will pay $99. And you'll be called a referral travel customer. RTC, referral travel customer. RTC, referral travel customer. So you'll pay $99. So I'll pay $99 to come in, and I'm a referral travel customer. You recruit me as a referral travel customer, the company's going to pay you as if I came in as a CTC. They still going to pay you $50. Did I lose anybody? So even though I didn't pay $149 to get in, I only paid $99. They're going to still pay you as if I paid $149, even though I paid $99. You still get the $50 commission.
So what's the difference?
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Okay? Everybody with me so far? That's the first step. I'm coming in as a referral travel customer. You still make $50 commissions, and I paid $99 to get started. $99.95. So now that I'm a referral travel customer, Pastor Jones may say, Mike Jamison, as a customer, you got an option. You can just remain a customer. You still got your website. You still got your travel club benefits, right? So people can still go to my website and book travel. I still get access to the travel club. I'm just a customer. But Mr. Pastor Jones may say, Mike, do you want to build a team? I say, yes. He said, well, it's a $50 upgrade. So I pay a $50 upgrade, and now I can build a team. There's no commission assigned to the $50 upgrade. It's just an upgrade to build a team. So now I pay a $50 upgrade to build a team. I can get my own RTC, Certified Travel Consultant, earn $50 commissions, and now I'm starting to build a team. So how much am I paying total? $150. How much am I paying total today? It's the same thing. Y'all see that? It's just done in 2 steps now. One, $99 referral travel customer. 2, if you want to build a team, we do a $50 upgrade, and now you can build a team.
But you're still considered a referral travel agent travel customer when you pay extra $50 to get to the.
That's right. You're a travel customer, but now not only are you a travel customer, you're now a travel associate.
Oh, okay.
Because you can build a team, right? So you went from a customer to an associate. Okay? Now, are you certified?
No.
No. You're not certified. You can still got a website, still got a travel club, you can still build a team, which is where you are today, right? But you're not certified yet until you do what? How much is it gonna cost the new people coming on to do it? $150. Because you get $250 discount, right? It's normally $400, but it's $250 discount. So you pay extra $150 for the new people coming on board, and now they go through the university and they become certified.
So how long will they offer that $250 discount?
That's gonna be offered, period. That's not a
That's
promotion.
just for vacation people.
Right, that's not a promotion, that's just gonna be anybody, okay? The difference is, there's people that come to the company directly through Extreme Travel. They don't come through Paycation. If you come directly through Extreme Travel, saying you wanna be a travel agent, you pay $400. Period, there's no discount, because you just wanna be travel. You don't want nothing to do with network marketing, you just wanna be a travel agent, it's $400. So there's some people that work, y'all know there's people that work for Extreme Travel, right? So that's what they pay. But if you come through Paycation, it's basically $150. Everybody with me? That makes sense?
And you still get the 75%.
Still get the commissions and stuff like that.
You don't get the 75%.
It's not 75, what, it's 60%.
It's 60% for RTC. You only get 60% commission for them to book online, correct?
That's correct. The way they did it a little differently. So what they're doing now is, instead of giving you the full 75% that book on your website, what they do, they lowered it down to 60%. And now when somebody books on your website, they'll pay the upline, the 5% or the 10%. So y'all know, like if I'm on Mike's team and I book travel on my website, I get the full travel commission. Mike doesn't get anything right now, right?
As of now.
As of now. But moving forward, when the new system comes out, I can book travel on my website. Mike brought me in, he's gonna get an override on my travel commission. So now you're starting to get override on travel commissions when you don't today. Y'all realize that? You don't get overrides on travel commissions.
Right.
But you will when the new system come out. Because you may have some people that's gonna be they're gonna be certified and they just wanna do travel. Don't you wanna override that? You wanna override it. And that's what the company gonna allow you to do. They're gonna allow you to override the travel.
That's love.
And that's
That's
the
love.
travel portals too, right?
That's right. They're gonna allow you to override travel now.
So one question, we have somebody in here that books a lot of big trips. If they're on my team
Override.
and she had a $69,000 cruise going, and I would get 5% off of her
It's gonna
commission,
be between 5 and 10%.
5 and 10%.
Yeah.
Or
Override.
2% good off that cruise.
Yeah. All
But
day
that's
long.
if it's through the website, though, right?
No, it goes through the vendors too.
Oh, wow.
Through the vendors too. You're getting travel overrides. It's a big deal.
So I got a question. So each agent earns 250 extreme bucks each month, right?
No, that's not each month. That's because you come on board. So when you sign on with the new system, they're gonna give you 250 extreme bucks right away. Everybody gets that. You don't get it every month. It's just sitting there.
Okay, I thought.
And you can apply it to your university if that's what you wanna do.
Okay.
Okay? Now, watch this, guys. Don't miss this next part, okay? Are we clear on that part so far, by the way?
Okay, so to make sure I understand it, so right now, I'm on the CTC or whatever.
Okay.
So when this rolls out, I'll still be getting, once this rolls out, I'll still be getting my 75% commission?
No, when this rolls out, it's gonna drop down to 60%, because they're gonna put the platform in there so your upline can get overrides,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just be clear also.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I'm a certified travel instructor.
Correct.
So I will still have to go through travel university, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If that's what you wanna do you wanna go through Travel University?
I mean, I wanna book travel.
Okay,
so
then you
I'm
go
gonna
through-
have to go through
you wanna go through.
university.
Yeah.
So, but it's not available right now, is it?
It's not rolled out yet. It's
Okay.
gonna take about two more weeks. They told us the second week in November.
Okay.
So you saying anybody that you got in the business that's under you, you gonna get commission off all those people?
If they
I mean,
put travel,
if
For-
they
for-
try-
They're booking travels.
you're getting part of it. That's why I need for people to change.
Right?
And the person that's actually booking the travel is downsized. They're not getting that 75% of it,
They're
they're
not.
downsized
That's
to
correct.
60%.
That's correct.
Okay, and then we did the increase,
Of
the
what?
$69 increase, cause we were at 59. So we did that to do the portals,
Mhm.
or whatever, to give free portals or whatever.
Mhm.
And now, we're still going to get less and still,
It's not really less. The way that you look at it, well, the 69, the upgrade from the 59 to the 69 had something to do with the portals, but not all the portals. That was really operating costs, okay? But the reality is, you're gonna make 60%, right? Just think about it like this. If you're a standalone agent, you can look at it as less, 15% less. But if you got a team of people that are just like you, it's more, because the philosophy is the same. We got into this business for residual income.
Right, together.
Bottom line, right? And that just simply means you'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of your own. So I would take a 15% decrease and have 5 people that are booking travel and take a 5% override. You follow? Because at a 5% override times 5 people, that's 25%, which is more than the 15% I gave up. You see that? It's more. It's more than what I gave up. So why would I hold on to 75%, right, and not take a 15% decrease when I can have 5 people and get 5% override from those 5 and make 25% instead of 15? That's math. It's just math, right? It's just math. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
And that number
If
can
you
grow.
got those people, if you got, you know,
Not if, when. You gonna get the people, right? Not if, when.
okay,
Okay? Everybody, y'all see that?
okay.
Because that's another incentive, we're network marketers pretty much,
Yeah.
that's another incentive to push people to build their teams,
Right.
because you know they're gonna get more.
And here's the thing, you have an option to build a team of networkers or a team of travel people. Because even if you build a team of travel people, you're getting overrides for it now. In the past, if you had a bunch of people that did travel, they just did travel and make 75%. You get nothing.
Did nothing.
You get zero.
Right.
You got people booking $69,000 cruises, making a ton of money. How much did you get for it?
Nothing.
Zero.
You brought them in.
You brought them in, and you made nothing for it. Wouldn't you like to get a little piece of that?
Yeah.
You want to get a little piece of that, right? Okay.
Just help me.
Huh?
One hand up the other.
Okay, good.
Okay, so
All right.
quick question.
Okay, go ahead.
So if I bring in somebody, say somebody.
Let's say you bring in me.
Okay, I bring in you and you work at a traditional travel
Travel
agency. If I bring you and you said, okay, well, I'm new to the traditional travel industry, so I want to just book travel, that's all I want to do. So you go through, you would pay
I'll pay. No, I'm coming through you. I'm gonna come through Paycation.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be less expensive for me. Because I'm gonna pay $149 total, $99 and $50. And I'm gonna get a discount off the $400, and I'm gonna pay another one, so I'm gonna pay $300 total. I'm gonna come through Paycation and do it.
So that's the best, so if we have people that are interested and they just wanna book travel, have them to come through the
Come through the Paycation model, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the same $100, right? Okay. And they get the option to build a network if they want to down the line. Right?
But the 300, you said the 300 is not effective right now either.
No, I'm giving y'all, this is 2 weeks from now at least.
Okay.
And they still would have to pay the website.
Still got the website.
If they just come in just to do travel, they still would have the website.
That's right. That's right. Okay? All right, good. So, all right, good. So now let's talk about oh man, y'all gonna love this right here, okay? So right now, I want y'all to think about this. Right now, so you mentioned the $69, right? Right now, we all pay $69 a month for our website, right? And we get, our website is active and we get the travel club, correct? Are there any other benefits we get from paying the $69 outside of the website and the travel club? Pretty much it, right? So here's what the company says now. What they're gonna do, when you pay your $69 a month, they're gonna give you, let's just call it 70 for conversation's sake. They're gonna give you $70 of extreme bucks in your back office every month for you paying your $70. So in 2 months, you will have 140. In 3 months, you will have 210. And y'all see that? So it's, your extreme bucks are adding up every time you pay your monthly fee. Y'all with me so far? So in 7 months, you'll have 700 points, right? And what they say is you can take those extreme bucks that are adding up every month, and if there's a Paycation conference, you can use it to pay for your conference. So if the conference is, you can use your extreme bucks that's adding up every month and pay for your Paycation conference ticket. As a matter of fact, if there's a member trip in your back office and the member trip is $400, you can use $100 or $150 of your extreme bucks to knock down the price of your member trip. Think about that. That's powerful. So you got people right now that are paying their monthly fee. They've been paying it for a whole year and they've never been anywhere. Now they got extreme bucks that is adding up and they can go somewhere because they can take the price down from 400 to 200 by using the extreme bucks. And really,
Possibly free.
it won't be totally free. It'll be close. You know what I'm saying? It'll be close, but you can add it to reduce the value there. So that, so they're giving you value for your monthly fee now.
Okay.
More value. They're giving you more value. And so what happens is it helps with retention. So you may have a person that's been in the business for a year and they're thinking about quitting. And they got 900 points back there. And you'd be like, Mike, yo, you got 900 points back there. Dude, you can go to the Bahamas and think about what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Before you let your website go down and lose all those points. And they don't expire. So they can just keep adding up, adding up, adding up.
So there's probably a certain amount that you can use towards,
There's gonna be a certain amount that you can use towards the different trips and so forth.
just to cut it down.
Right.
That's cool.
Right.
Is it infinitive or just like for a year?
They don't expire.
No, I'm talking about the,
As you build them up.
yeah, as you build them up.
What about?
Like, do they roll over?
Yeah, they just add up every month.
Okay.
So you got
so it's no
70,
stop
next
point.
month you got 140, next month you got 210, they keep adding up. And as you use them, they go down. Y'all follow that?
Yeah, is that the only way that you can earn extreme bucks? Is with the monthly pay?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. That's not the only way. There's one other way that I'll just highlight. So let's say, for instance, we talked about the Paycation Plus store. There's going to be another portal that you can use. Let's say Tanya shops at Macy's. She shops at Macy's. She can actually navigate through her back office, purchase something on Macy's online, and they'll give her extreme bucks points because she purchased through her website on Macy's. So you can add, you're going to earn points through purchasing through your website as well, not just through your monthly fee. Okay? That I got to mention that to holler. Okay? Good. All right.
Say that again.
You'll be able to earn extreme bucks points for doing transactions other than travel. So like Macy's and some other vendors that are part of our network. Okay. All right. Okay. So last thing, and then we'll get to the team building stuff. The last thing is they're coming out with a car program. Okay. Now this is by far like absolutely. This is by far absolutely amazing. So the car program is a Mercedes-Benz car program.
Somebody today.
The Mercedes-Benz car program starts at the international executive position. It's not opposite of what you already receive. So how much does an international executive receive right now on a monthly basis? $600. So what the company says is, once you get to the international executive position, we're going to give you an option to get a white C-class Benz, anywhere between $600 and $800 a month, and we'll pay that note for you, and we'll give you $600 for being an international executive. So they add it to your position. So you get the cash, and you can get the Benz. Everybody with me? Okay? And then when you get to the regional diamond position, it goes up. You can get a E class or something, I don't know what it is. And when you get to the national diamond, you get an S class. Okay? But the company's paying for it. In addition to the money that they're already giving you. They're not taking the cash away. You still get the cash, but they're not going to add the car to it as well. You got to love it.
And they give you more too, right?
Huh?
So, as your level goes up, they give you more than 600 towards the car. Right?
Yeah, so I think it goes, at the national diamond level, it's $2,000. For the nationals and below, it's between $600 and $800. Okay? It's I mean, I don't really know what to say. It's great.
When does that start?
Everything's going to roll out at the same time. So when they roll out the new system, the new car program, everything's rolling out at the same time. Okay?
Do you know when they're gonna locate it and change the 3x7 to 4x7?
That's the last part of my conversation. Everything that I'm talking about is rolling out at the same time. The car, the university, the extreme bucks points, and my last topic is we're going from a 3x7 to a 4x7 matrix. So you'll be able to have 4 people direct, and that matrix will build down. So it's going to go from being able to have an opportunity to earn $25,000 to being able to earn $172,000 in that matrix. So it went from 3x7 to 4x7. Everything that's going to be rolled out basically at the same time.
Will the qualifications stay the same?
Meaning what?
CTC, regional executive.
Actually, hit the certain, I guess you say rank levels per leg and things of that nature?
Oh yeah, you're talking about for one person and or yeah. So to get access to the levels of the matrix, that's the same. One person gives you access to the first 4 levels: 3, level 5, 6, level 6, 10, level 7. That part stays the same.
Okay, how about the different legs to be able to go international?
It's the same. 3 nationals and 15 personal people. That's the same. That doesn't change.
Can I say something? Sure. What I like about it is that if when we first started in 2013, a lot of us, unless you was as fortunate as my friend here, you didn't know. You just started from the ground up. So you just put your mommy in, your dog in, whoever, your friends. Now you get to pick a leg that you want to put in. You get to pick that 4th leg. So if you got some for those of us who are builders, you got a leg, and then we wasn't talking, so you get to actually pick a leg that will build. So you need to be thinking about, who do I know that will build, because you'll get to put that leg in.
I have a question. When you say pick that leg, because and then I could just be understanding it wrong. So correct me if I'm wrong. When we were at the convention, David said your next person to enroll will fall to your 4th leg. Is that explaining what you're saying? Because when you say pick, what do you mean by that exactly?
Right, so when you go, when that opens up, you want to make sure that that person that you put in.
Okay, got you. That's what you mean by pick. Okay.
That's what I mean by pick.
Okay, got you.
I
That
wanna
next
make sure,
person.
so if I got a
Go get 'em.
like I got a person
Exactly.
here
Yeah,
that I know that may have, like I have maybe
I don't know
people
about
that's coming over from another company
Right.
or whatever, and they got, I want to make sure I'm gonna hold that. I may have to hold that up.
Right.
Because you want to put that person in that 4th leg.
Right. Okay.
Everybody good? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I wanted to get that corporate stuff out the way so y'all can have a better idea of what transpired in the last 30 to 45 days. And, and yeah, that's it. I mean, again, I'm a merchant by nature. So when we heard this information in Mexico for the first time, we was blown away. They came to Atlanta, did the corporate tour. I actually hosted the event, so I got a chance to learn a little bit more, about it as well. And they took the corporate tour to Raleigh. Guess what I did? I drove 7 hours to Raleigh so I could hear it again for the 3rd time. Because again, I'm a student. That way I want to make sure I completely can wrap my mind around so I can have a conversation just like this. And that's just how I am. Okay, that's why when people were, finicky about what was happening, my foundation wasn't cracked at all because I had a perfect understanding of what was happening. Everybody with me? Okay. So that's all for that.